Actually, are we full up on dirt? Okay, so this is it. This is the base. So what we have going for us right now on this base is we kind of just have like this ramp installed, because originally my idea was we gather enough soil. Like, see, that's why I have this is 68 things of soil. Like, that's so much soil. And then I would have like the 2 drop ships here. I have 2 launch pads, one here and then one here. And basically we got our power system here. We got some solar power on this side to regen the batteries. Then we have at nighttime, when there's no sun, we have batteries going for us. This basically, with all of this going on at the same time, both of the soil things going on all night, from sundown to sunrise, this is enough batteries to last through the night with this constantly going. So we have 2 solar panels here, solar arrays here. I installed this not on stream, but I installed this here. But this is this cable, because we're so close to this mountain, when the sun actually goes behind the mountain, it actually loses the solar power. So it's like but then the sun is like on the other side of the hill. So I was like, what is the best way to get the sun still? Because technically it's still daytime, but just the sun is not hitting these solar arrays that are like here on this side of the mountain. So what I did was I threaded, actually I was originally going to put the solar panels right on top, but what I ended up doing, let me see if I can get there without suffocating. I might not be able to do this. This is actually might be a really bad idea, just to show you guys. But what I ended up doing was I stuck the solar array on the side of the mountain, this right here. So what I did was I climbed up. Oh god, please don't suffocate. What I did was I climbed up. I built a ramp up there, and I just like took those solar panels and I stuck them on the side of the mountain, so that when the sun goes down, it's still at a high enough angle where you can get it. So you'll see right now it's giving energy, but at like a certain hour of the night, it'll actually turn off. So you'll see like this little the extenders like stop, like they'll turn off when that solar panel is not giving any more electricity. So yeah, so this is the original intent of the base, was just to gather dirt and turn it into clay, and then clay you can turn into ceramic, and then ceramic you can turn into drill mod 1s, and then recycle the drill mod 1s, and then you get scrap out of it. So it's like an unlimited way to get a whole bunch of scrap for free, instead of having to bring it back. It's like a good way to easily obtain titanium or all those other like stuff. Basically converting dirt into titanium. But it's kind of a long process, because you do have to, get soil. Oh, like I said, so right now, as you can see, the solar arrays are not working because the sun is actually on the other side of the mountain. But if you look at this right here, it's still going because it's still getting sunlight from the other side. So we're not using battery power quite yet. We're still using the solar array panels. Yeah. So I kind of just like thought, I was like, okay, what's the best way to get that? So I still have like a few more hours of sunlight, or minutes of sunlight. Hold on. And the whole goal is just to make a whole bunch of dirt. Oh, wait. And so it's kind of a self-sustaining base, actually. What am I doing opening these? Yeah, that's the whole point of this whole base, is just to like self-sustain. Oh, no. And with this amount of dirt, with this amount of like soil, it's actually a lot of dirt that you can make. It's actually kind of a little scary, just how efficient this thing is. So you make 6, so for every 2 canisters you make 6 pieces of 6 pieces of clay. See, now it's using the electricity from the batteries. Oh god, come on. There we go. I don't have a refiner here. I have a refiner back at home so that I can like do some chores and stuff like that. But this base is just solely to make clay and all that other good stuff. Or quartz if I really wanted to. Like I can, whatever you can make out of like dirt and stuff, we make it here. And all you have to do is just exchange this. Oops. Go again. And that's basically all you do. It's just constantly refine the dirt when you get 2 canisters. Optimally, we would have other people working on this as well. Oh god, what am I doing? There you go. Like, if we had more people playing on my world right now, what I would have somebody do is basically somebody would be outside gathering dirt, and then we'll have, you know, 1 set of canisters. So somebody would be, you know, going out and digging with the empty canisters, and then I would be refining, or somebody would be here refining it at the base, and then as I finish refining 1 set of 4, then they would be back with the next set of 4, and then it would just keep constantly, you know, refine, and then that's optimally speaking. But since I usually kind of like, other than me, I don't think we've only had, it was just usually me and me playing, so we don't really have too much foot traffic of like gathering the troops. Although I do want to do that one of these days, like just build a world where we can just like all like see how fast and how efficient we can be. Maximum efficiency. I think that'd be really fun. Just build a new world and just everybody just does everything. Yeah, like honestly, I think that would be super sick. I think we could like, you know how efficient we would be, how much progress we can make in like 2 days? Like not even 2 days, like just 1 day. Because then everybody, I think getting research and everything would be a lot faster. Yeah, I would be super down with it. Like, we would be super efficient trying to get everything, because we all know how to play now, so it's like, we build, like, super big batteries, you know, go for it. And I promise I won't try to spin you on the rover, okay, Nee? That clip that you posted on YouTube was hilarious. I could not believe it. Oh god. Like from your point of, actually that's the funny thing is that wasn't even the worst one, right? That wasn't even the worst of the spins. Like the one when I couldn't really save you, like you just kept spinning for like days. That one was actually really funny. I mean, besides you saying Beyblade, let it rip, like, I'll take that then. Beyblade, let it rip. It was worse when I was in a smaller space because the ceiling. Oh, because you couldn't like, you were just like, just looking at it, right? Yeah, I'm sorry. Beyblade, let it rip. Hell yeah. Oh, I still have one right here. Oh, that's the one when you were like, oh my god, I can't watch this right now. Oh yeah, see, once the sun comes up, see, it didn't even use up all the batteries, and we're still going, we're going strong. I love that this like auto loads. that's still like one of my favorite things about this game, is that like when you're doing this, you can still like auto load. Oh god, wait, I gotta change this. Gotta get the canisters going. Like it'll auto fill the auto use the canisters when they're when it needs to refill the thing, and it'll automatically like put down the stuff from the canister, refill itself with the canisters. See, look, it's perfect. And all you need to do is like put on another thing, an empty one, and then just keep going. This is so, like, I love it. I love that they like, I know that they didn't need to, but it's like, it's perfect. That's why I'm saying large platform B is like the best thing in this game. Like everything else in this game is, like all the other ones are maybe not as efficient. This one's okay too. The medium platform B is good too, because you can put like 2 small printers and then put the supplies like in the middle like this, and it'll automatically like use it. I think you would enjoy Factorio because of how much you can do with the machines. You know what? I keep hearing that. I keep hearing that. Maybe I should look into it. I mean, you guys, I feel like you guys tell me this all the time. So maybe I really should play it. Would you guys watch me if I played that game? Maximum efficiency. See how my brain works, right? I feel like I think that's the reason why I like those types of games, because my mind is just kind of like always constantly trying to like make everything more efficient. I don't know why. Like, I just need to maximize the output of everything. There's a learning curve. I think it might be fun. No, I feel it. Sometimes I don't really read. Actually, no, that's a lie. I read tutorials all the time. Except for this game. For some reason, I just didn't read the tutorial for this game. Like, I just started playing it. Need more efficiency? But, like, look at this. Look at how much of an excess of stuff that we have. Like, this is ridiculous. Like, we can't even take this on one shuttle. Wait, hold on. Now this is full. Like, we can only take a maximum amount of, like, 8 on here. That game you can also play with friends. Do you have it? Oh, you do? I'll look into it. How much is it? $30? Okay. I'll watch some gameplay and see if I like it. If I can spend, again, if I can play it for 30 hours, I think it'll be worth it. But let me take a look at it. It never goes on sale. Yeah, I've never seen it on sale, so I have no doubt about that. I love this game to bits. Like, I don't know what about it is so great, but like I don't know why I like this game so much. Like, I really like Raft, but like this game just really tickles. Like, this really just like this, you know, I just have so much fun with this game. If you really want to play, I'll buy free. Let me look into it a little bit first before you do it, because I just want to make sure that it's a game that I will actually enjoy. I don't want you to like spend the money and then I don't enjoy it, you know what I mean? Okay, I think the music died. Yeah, so yeah, definitely let me take a look at it first, and then I'll let you know. Because I might just buy it. No need. Dang. So how many did we make? So we had, let's see, that was 64, right? 60, no. Yeah, 64 things of dirt. And we made about One, okay, hold on. It's still going. We have a few more, but so far we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17? 17 things of dirt, like of clay. That's insane, man. We're not even done yet. We still got plenty of, you know, clay to make. Oops. Like, we're not even done yet. Like, we still got a lot. Actually, let's take this and put this here. Jeez. Like, look at how okay, the copper doesn't count. I didn't count the copper. This is copper, so I'm just gonna leave this on the side. Like, we don't even have to like mine again in order for us to like fill up this tank again. Like, that's how much dirt we have right now. This is kind of ridiculous. Jeez. Yeah, when I meant like earlier about, you know, dirt farm, this is really what I meant by dirt farm. Like, we're just constantly just making dirt. Loading it onto the truck. And we're good to go. See, if we're really going for maximum efficiency as well, we would have like one person piloting and then one person back at the home base refining. That's how you know. This has not even reached its maximum potential yet, but it could one of these days. Because then you just have one person operating this thing and then just, you know, constantly making stuff. Okay, I don't know what I want to do. Hold on, let me see. Oh god, no! Wait. So after this, after we finish these, we're gonna go to the home base and we're gonna start refining this. Like, I know this is kind of tedious, we do this every time, but like, I love this. This is really like just me like, honestly, I can just hang out to this. Like, just doing, you know, a bunch of this all the time. I'm trying to think, how much more dirt do I need? Math. Actually, hold on. Is it gonna be enough? Shoot. Dude, look at how much dirt! It's so much dirt! Oh, I don't have any more, okay. But yeah, look at that. So much. Joe dirt. Yeah, honestly, like, look at this! Oh my god. See, we don't even use up all of the batteries. If we had this going, we could, potentially. Yeah, it wasn't enough. I should have made one of them. I should have made some resin. Look at how much dirt! Okay, let me count it. 1, plus the 8 on the ship right now. That's 1, 2. Let me move this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold on, let me move this. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 8 plus 16, right? Wait, did I do that right? Wait. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 24. Plus the 2 on there. Doesn't really count though. That's a lot. Oh my god, what am I doing? Climb. 24 things of dirt. 24 times 8. It's 24, right? 24 times 8? Math. That's a lot. That's a lot of dirt. So yeah, it's quite a bit. It's like, plus you're already digging anyway. You don't really want to waste the dirt, because that's just another resource that you're using. So if you're trying to be really maximizing your potential, as you know, in the game, the best thing to do is to use the dirt. You're already digging it, right? You're already trying to use it, so you might as well just, you know, use it. Build lots of canisters. Biggest thing, build lots of canisters, build lots of storages. I think those are the 2 biggest things that you need to do. Okay, so this is the base. Home base right now. We got our storages here. Some of which I have too much of, and I need to really reorganize this again. But other than that, yeah, we have a lot of titanium, mostly made from scrap. We just had the little scrap machine make it for us. Our trade machine. Oh my god. Can you just stand still, like, right here? Thank you. Yeah, we have a whole bunch of titanium. So titanium's down here. We got aluminum up here. We could use some more copper. Yeah, we have a lot of iron. Most of this was not mined, by the way. Most of this was just using the scrapper and using the trade platform and getting stuff. Because that's honestly the easiest way. So this is the scrapper area. So once it gets refined, all the ceramic, then we turn it into drill mods, and then we shred them, and then we take the scrap, and then we put them on the trade platform, send it up, and then we get materials from that. Didn't there used to be something over here? Okay, no, never mind. We also do have a soil centrifuge, because we used to do it here, but then I figured we'll just go to another planet, and we'll mess that planet up instead of Silva. Yeah, and then we have 2 smelters here. We have our power. This is our original power grid from when we used to try to build the base over there. Like in this area, we used to try to, I wanted to try to extend it, make the base really big, and that's why this whole area is flat. I wanted to try to, this is the original, like, where we first landed, but like I originally wanted to make it so big, but then I realized that's actually not that efficient. And so we ended up just putting knee with not my help, because I'm not gonna try to, because I kept messing it up, but knee put the sign here, so don't mind me, just messing up everything. But yeah, we have, always touching my cake, I'm sorry. Yeah, we have all of our whatever gases we need on this side. I know some of it is kind of like strewn about, but basically this is completely full. All of these are completely full. We need some more, looks like we need some more organic actually. We could always go get that later. We farm some more dirt. Yeah, and so what I want to do is just like this. Oops. Just grab the large storage. Basically, actually, hold on. While that's going. Just have this going. Just basically unloading all the dirt off the truck. Actually, you know what? For next time, I'm gonna leave these on the planet. Come on, stick. Oh my god, can you please? I don't know what happened to it to make it like... Oh my god, why doesn't it stick anymore that well? Okay, wait, am I missing one? Okay, so I'm gonna drop these off and then pick up the new ones. That way I don't have to keep making new. Yeah, so while that is refining, we go back. So we have a power grid on that base too, but mostly solar array and wind power. We actually didn't build any RTGs for either of the two bases because I wanted to save the RTG. I know that we can technically build a whole bunch of RTGs, but then I didn't really want to do that. It's a lot of effort and kind of cheating. Like I just wanted to like self-sustain with like other materials like sun or wind power, kind of rely on that rather than trying to build a whole bunch of RTGs. Technically I can afford it because I have so much titanium and all the other materials needed for it. Like it's not like cost, it's not a resource cost thing. Since we're already technically end game right now, like I could technically replace my entire power grid with just RTGs. But then I really don't want to do that. Like it's just too much effort. I could always do it, but it's just I ain't gonna do it because I have my power grid already in place, so, and it works fine. Like if I was building maybe another base somewhere else, I would maybe invest in making RTGs for those bases, so I wouldn't have to carry so much stuff back and forth and try to make, you know, power grids in those bases. I would just build RTGs for those bases rather than trying to do that. Because I think right now, since I already have it established, I don't want to mess with it. You know, if you don't mess with it, don't mess with things that work. You know what I mean? Is Harry awake right now? Oh, he is. He's awake. I love it. Every time he's awake, it makes me really, really happy. Because he's never awake. Like, he's kind of a very sleepy ham, but recently, I think also because it's warmer now, so I think he's more awake when it's warm. Which makes me really happy when he's awake and active. Especially on his own. I thought he was just, like, really, really afraid of the light. I don't know. I don't know about you, but it's, like, same. I feel that 100%. I don't like the light either. It's like a vampire. Whenever the light turns on. Vampire hamster. Like whenever I turn on the light in my room, he just hides. He just doesn't like it. It's really funny because where he's staring right now, there's a little gap, like right here on the cage. So it's like he's spying on me. Right? Like look. See, he's looking in that direction. That's where that's where that little gap is towards my screen. I swear to God, he looks at my screen, like over my shoulder. Like he's spying on me right now. Like I was watching a stream once, like over the weekend, and like I had it full screened on my computer, and so like I had left to go to the bathroom, and I didn't have the towel on, so that I turned around and I was just like, he was just staring from across the cage, like at the screen. Like I swear to God, he just likes to watch TV sometimes. Which I mean, I'm like, oh, I mean, that's cool too. He's just so funny. Oh, see, perfect. By the time I come back, first set is done. Oh God, I just like spun that really wide. I didn't even turn this on. Oh my God, wow. I amaze myself sometimes. I didn't even turn on the second one. Did I tell you guys how naughty he is? I figured out exactly how he escaped the other day. That little tunnel, he grabbed onto the grate. I watched him do it too. Like, I was staring at him while he was like escaping. I was like, what are you doing? He's such a naughty. I'm gonna have to add another thing. Whoa, 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 whoa. Actually, this is closer. So many pieces of dirt. Like, it's kind of not funny, but like at the same time it is kind of funny. I'm not gonna be able to take the copper back this time. If I had removed the baby seat and like loaded it in there, I can take one back. I'll take the other one back later. Actually, do I have anything in my inventory? You know what? Let me just take it. I'm taking it. I'm not gonna come back and just not take it. Oh. There you go. I'm not gonna waste my time trying to carry that. Like trying to fly back and wasting my my canisters. This is what I meant by, like, freight shuttle. Just constantly just gathering materials and bringing it home. See, when you have shuttles, I don't know why you would need the teleport system. Like, I don't know where in-game you would actually need it. Like, I don't know which part of when you would need it, like, at all. It just doesn't really make sense to me. Like, would you use it early game? But why would you need it? So why would, like, you wouldn't be able to even access most of the teleport systems early game. But, like, late game, it's not really that efficient. I think it, right? Because you would have to, like, build some sort of system to teleport around, unless you built all your bases really close to the teleports. But then I don't know if that works. There we go. Oh wait. Go. And from here, what you do is... Oh wait, hold on. I need to build a... Oh god, give me this. Storage. Wait. Yes. this. God dang it. I swear, every time I like click it. Oh my god, stop. That freaked me out. Oh my god, my mouse like flew across my computer right now. Okay, so yeah, this is what you do. Is it? Drill mod 1. You just, because it only, also the problem is that I don't know why it uses your backpack energy when you're tethered to your base. I feel like the priority for energy should be like if you're tethered to your base, you should be using the base energy first. So you're just you can just constantly make stuff, you know. But I guess it's supposed to be there, so you just can't constantly make stuff. I guess that makes sense. Kind of makes it so that you can't just spam. It would be nice though, so I wouldn't have to keep waiting for my backpack to refill its charge. But yeah, this is what I do, like when I'm bored, I just kind of like sit here and like make drill mods for myself. I guess I can do this later. If we want to keep digging, we can always keep digging. After this one, hold on. Except I really just want to like refine all this, or else we're just gonna have a whole bunch of dirt lying around. It's the only problem. It's like, what do you do with all the drill mods? Okay, let me just go through one set for you, just so that you can see kind of like what the whole process is of this. So what we do is, let me turn this. So then you take the drill mods, and then you recycle them. Straight into the chipper it goes. Let me tell you why I do that. I'm gonna walk away so that the sound doesn't destroy your eardrums. No, but I can't, cause okay, I'll stand like right here. So each individual drill mod equals half a scrap. Half of one of these pieces of scrap. So this piece of scrap here. So that's it. So 2 drill mods equals 1 piece of scrap. So what you're doing is converting dirt into clay, refining it into ceramic, turning the ceramic into drill mods. Drill mod becomes scrap. And then from the scrap, then you can turn it, you can use this trade platform, turn it into whatever the crap you want. Every single material is on here except for the gases. So, if you want more ammonium, you can't find a lot of ammonium without having to dig for it. 1 to 1. 1 piece of scrap per thing here. And how many pieces of ceramic, or how many pieces of dirt did we make? I mean, not dirt, but clay. How much pieces do we make? Was it 28? we had what, 24 of those things. 24 times 8 is what? God, math. Like 120 something, right? Did I do that math right? 132. 132. No, wait. Yo, math! 192. God, I can't do math today. I was like, what am I looking at right now? It didn't really come out right with this pen. This pen is like out of ink. Yeah, 192. Sorry. I'm doing it on paper. I didn't use my calculator on my phone. Let me double check my answer because I don't really trust myself anymore. This is what happens when you're like old. I'm not that old, but it's 8 pieces, right? Yeah, 192. Jesus Christ. Okay, so 192 pieces. You divide that by 2, right? That's 96 pieces of scrap right there. Because it's 1 to 1, right? So it's 96 pieces of scrap. 96 pieces of scrap, you can make 96 pieces of ammonium. You can make 96 pieces of laterite. You can do whatever you want. If you want to divide that again, 96 divided by 2, then you can get a whole bunch of titanite. That's titanium right there. It's one of like the rarest things in the entire planet, like in the entire universe apparently. Unless you go dig for it. Whereas you can just make your own pieces of scrap and everything yourself if you really wanted to. I mean, technically you can still go and dig. You can still go and dig for these items, like on their respective planets. But say you just want to just directly convert dirt into whatever instead of wasting it. It's, you know, if you want to use, you're more than welcome to, like, you know, still go out and search for the materials out in real life, like out on the planet, and go mine it. But like, say you just want to use the dirt, you don't want to waste the dirt, right? You can just turn that dirt into something good, you know? Yeah. So it's like, you can still go and mine it. Like, you can still go and mine materials if you really wanted to. I'm not saying you, instead of like mining, you'd go and do this process. I'm not saying that. You can go ahead and do that. Go mine. But like, say you just want to convert the dirt, right? Because maximum efficiency. You want to use it and get the max amount of materials you can from it. This is the perfect way to do that, you know? So you're not wasting your effort and time. Because you're gonna be digging anyways. So you might as well use it. This of course is optional. I'm not gonna tell you, you know, you have to turn dirt into it. If you wanna get rid of the dirt, you don't really care to collect it, it's all up to you. But this is just another way to do it, if you don't like digging sometimes. Because sometimes, you know, trying to find veins of like material can sometimes be very difficult depending on your world, right? Because sometimes it just is not very, sometimes you just won't find it a lot, or you won't find a lot of it. This is just another way of like doing it without having to go through that whole process of trying to find and dig for it, you know? Oops. Because you can basically turn the ceramic into everything. Because the soil centrifuge by itself will not make everything. It won't make iron, it won't make titanite, it won't make, you know, it won't make all the metals. But in this, like, in this sense, you can basically turn dirt into anything that you want. Which is good, because sometimes you need that, right? So for like basic materials like organic compounds, resin, quartz, I think quartz is the only thing that you can turn it into, and I think graphite you might be able to, but everything else you cannot you cannot refine it straight from the soil centrifuge. So your best bet is to, you know, just get it from the trade platform. Which is kind of like a neat trick, honestly. Because it was, for me, it was a good way to get ammonium. I know technically you can get a lot of ammonium by digging into Silva. You can dig pretty deep into Silva and get a lot of ammonium. But I just didn't like the whole process of having to go underground, having to go so far deep underground to go get a lot of ammonium. You know, I just wanted to get a lot of ammonium for little effort. And this was the best way. Like, even though we tried to dig it out, like, I think just simply because the whole process— oh my god, I pressed it again! I do this every single freaking time. I swear to god, I launch myself back up into space again. Oh my god. This is why we can't have nice things. Because I just end up ruining it. I just like launch myself— oh, please tell me I clicked the right one. Okay, thank god. Thank god. Because the V— okay, C and V are right under F, okay? So you can't tell me that, like, I need to, like— it's so annoying sometimes. Let me put the baby seat back in there. But yeah, it's just a good way of converting everything. Or sometimes you need it, right? I'm gonna make some resin. Actually, an organic. Next time. Remind me. What time is it? 10:40.